Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. Welcome to the Mind Story session on Thursday. Happy New Year. Today is the second day of 2025. How is everyone? Did you have a good New Year Eve celebration? I hope so. Everyone had a good time. And I'm so happy that we could spend time together. I've been missing the sessions for quite some time. Sorry for that. I'm back. And I hope everyone will be happy joining today's session. My name is Yo. I'll be your moderator today. Today, we will have Monk John as our teaching monk. And before we start our session, let's put our hands together and bow 3 times. First bow, second bow, third bow. Thank you, everyone. May I invite Monk John to start the session?
Hello, Yo. Thank you very much. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone from all over the world. We have Yo from Malaysia, Jana Isan, and Muda Sisu, and Ayom Hitan, Muru Vatife, DJ Botox, and Femi, and Iman, and Oluwa Bunmi, Adeni. Not sure how to pronounce that. Adenik Bakbe, Frankie Liu, and Peter Ukushubu, and Manish, Tony, Ni,
Good afternoon, Mom.
and Gesso, and Phoebe, Uche, Madel, Utoni Joy, Bibo Tak, and Vincent, and Emmanuel, and Vanessa. So hello again, everyone. And today is the second day of January, and which means the first already passed. Although people might still feel like they just started, everything just begun. The new year, the new beginning, or a new life, new you, but it has been already 2 days. So as I mentioned the other day, that we will begin to count down, which means that now we already have 364 days left, which, well, 364 days seems a lot, but maybe if we think about the amount of time that we will have one day less at a time, eventually for 1 month, that's gonna be 324 days. Okay, so not really a lot at all. Which means ever since the 1st of January, you should started to think about what to do, right? Have you thought about what you would do this year to change? I asked you before we started that we should make a resolution that we will change at least 3 things, right? Have you made one and stick to the resolutions, anyone? If you made resolutions, 3 resolutions, okay, 3, maybe you can share what are your resolutions that you want to change, that you want to make as a part of your new life, as a part of the new year. Looking forward to knowing them, okay? But it should not be too easy, right? Because your resolutions, if they are too easy, it wouldn't make any change. Like if you normally meditate half an hour, your resolution would not be just 31 minutes or something, because it's already 30, right? or if you already exercise every day, then your resolution could be something more superior than that. And maybe you're gonna say that I'm gonna work out cardio, I'm gonna do some yoga stretching as well. So this can be related to meditation, could be related to your study, related to how you work, and commitment to change some of your habits. Hopefully, you will be able to stick to that. But we will explain how that works, how making resolution work after we finish meditation. That's going to be a topic I prepare for you today. And in fact, it's very interesting because when we make resolution, what if we break them? What if we cannot keep them? Do we have that? Do they have something to do with the mind or any consequences? Because sometimes people make resolutions, but they don't keep them. Well, I will suggest not to do that. Or maybe the best is not to make any resolution at all, because when you make them, you need to keep them no matter what. Okay. So people talk say I love sugar, so I try to stay away from sugar to improve her health. But that's very interesting because sugars, they're very addictive. They say that sometimes sugars are more addictive than drugs. And if people talks, remember, I think it's one of the lessons, right? That sugar is not good. Then if you are able to refrain from having too much or at all, I'm not sure if that's possible, it's gonna probably improve your health. Yeah. But that's gonna be moments when you are being challenged by your desire to have some sweet, especially your sweet tooth might not agree on the resolution. But if you are able to stop the desire and refrain from that completely, well, then you're up to something. Your mind will be hugely stronger, will be really, really stronger. Okay. Then today we will talk about that concept, the resolution, and how it works, and how we should begin with, and why do we need to do that. And actually, resolutions, when done right, will hugely improve meditation, will hugely improve the quality of the mind and make the mind much stronger. That's what I can say for now. Okay, so for you, if you have not made resolution, yeah, we still not too late, because it's not about having to change at the 1st of January only, but if you start today, yeah, that still counts because this is still the 2nd of January. You have 364 days to work on your resolution. But since my advice last sessions, we should make maybe something smaller if you have never done this before, like 1 month first, 1 month of January. Let's see how, you know, like in people talks case, maybe she should make a resolution to stop having sugar for 1 month. If she had never done it before, if you have done it before, well, yeah, why not? Just 12 months. And that's going to be a very, very big one. But if you have not, 1 month of doing something new, of refraining from doing something, or beginning to do something you have never done before, is already a big challenge. Okay, so now we're going to begin with our meditation first. And after we finish our meditation, we are going to talk about this concept. Let's begin our meditation. And now you will Close your eyes softly and gently. Close your eyelids softly and gently. And relax all the muscles in your body, starting from the top of your head down to your toes. And breathe in and out softly, slowly a few times. Spend a moment to relax both physically and mentally. And when the body is feeling a bit more relaxed, it will be easier for the mind to calm down. You may spend a moment and relax all your muscles, the muscles of your forehead, the muscles on your face, your cheek, your chin. Allow them to feel relaxed. Relax the muscles of your torso, from your chest to your abdomen, both of your arms, your hands, and to all your fingertips, down to your hips, your thighs, and your knees, all the way down to your feet, and to all your tiptoes, so that you feel a bit more comfortable and relaxed. When you feel a bit more relaxed, you may spend a moment to stay around your breath. Observe your breathing, but that will begin by breathing a little slower, a little deeper, and that will make it easier to observe. When you breathe softly, slowly, and deeply, following the airflow, the breath will take the mind away from all other thoughts. But of course, depending on how you spend your day, the mind might return to those thoughts, and that is alright. If the mind keeps moving back to wandering thoughts, not your breath, all you have to do is returning to the breath, to the airflow, as often as you can. Spend a moment so that you are able to stay longer with the breath. And the breath is the air inside the body, which means now your mind is staying primarily inside of the body. Might take a while depending on how many thoughts you have been having so far in the mind. But don't worry so much on the present result. Even if the mind is flooded with thoughts, they will subside. So you better trust the process without any expectation how result will turn out. And if you have been doing this for many times, you might reach this state of feeling content easier. So feel content with the corner of the mind that becomes quieter and neglect. Don't pay much attention to the other part that is still full of wandering thoughts. And when you're able to stay longer with the breath, the mind feels relatively lighter, and you know you're ready to stay still inside of the body. Then we like to try to maintain the mind, your feeling at the center of your body. That can easily be found with a few more deep breaths. Breathe as deeply as you can and observe the moment that your breath turns around the middle of your abdomen. Let's begin by touching the center space. We keep touching it in a manner similar to a bird's feather floating down from the sky and finally land up on a calm water surface without disturbing the calmness of the water surface. And that's how soft, how gentle the mind can feel from this mental exercise. And you can feel something soft and gentle is inside your abdomen. And here around the center of the body, wherever you feel comfortable, you can leave the mind to stay still at first. So wherever you feel relaxed, wherever you feel more content, you may leave the mind temporarily over there and keep bringing the mind back should it wander at any point. Keep maintaining the mind at the center of the body. You may also repeat a mantra so that it can lower the amount of your distractions. Imagine as if the voice is expanding from the center of the body, just like how someone plays a loudspeaker, a wireless one, and you're listening to the mantra, either clear and bright, clear and bright, clear and bright, or Samma Arahang, 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 Sama means the right way, and Arahant means the purest mental state. You might need to spend a moment and use the rhythm of the mantra to calm the mind down. And as you keep the awareness of the body center, and feel as if the mantra voice originates from within you, from the loudspeaker that is playing the mantra sound wirelessly from within. Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang. And after a few rounds, a few repetitions of the mantra, it will help to reclaim the space once occupied by distractions. Samma Arahang, 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 Samma Arahang. You may repeat the mantra on your own indefinitely or until the meditation comes to an end or until the mind has decided to drop the mantra. And you feel you don't want to repeat it anything anymore, as it feels better to stay still. Samma Arahang, สัมมาอรหังสัมมาอรหังสัมมาอรหังสัมมาอรหังสัมมาอรหัง And now you might want to either do nothing, especially if the mind contains no wandering thoughts, then you can do nothing. But if distractions may come at times, in order to know that swiftly, so that we will not spend time too much time before we can take the mind back from distractions. You might want to visualize an image. Let's begin by imagining that the whole body is empty from the inside. No bone, no muscles, no organ. Nothing inside the body. Nothing but the air. And within this empty space, visualize an image that can be the sun, the full moon, a crystal ball, a water drop, or a bubble. Just choose one you're most familiar with and draw it at your inner screen that is as soft as a dream. Continue to visualize without expecting or trying. The least amount of effort should be sufficient Most people will aim for clarity, but the correct way is to aim for continuity, which means you do not worry much how the image will look like, but try as continuously as you can to visualize the image. You might visualize inside of you, while some might feel more comfortable having it covering their body. Choose one that is easiest for you the most. Let the mind stay comfortably with the image. And while you visualize, you can also repeat the mantra at the same time. Just imagine that your visualized image becomes also a loudspeaker. Samma arahang, 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 continue to repeat the mantra on your own, and stay with the visualized image. Stay content when there is nothing new. We cannot accelerate or expect. The desire to obtain will make the mind unrest. But this is not to reject either. Should some of you have various images of the meditation, it is recommended not to react. Just observe and stay still. Doesn't matter what they are, and this is called a neutral mind. We stay content at the moment of having nothing new. We stay neutral. When at times the experiences keep changing, so that we now have both contentment and neutrality. Let us continue our meditation on our own for a moment. สัมมาอรหังสัมมาอรหังสัมมาอรหังสัมมาอรหัง You might want to spread the amount of peace energy from within in all directions to all people in the world, regardless of who they are, what they do, where they live. May all of them be happy. May all of them be free from sadness. May all of them feel the inner peace you are sharing. Continue to spread this peace energy to everyone in the world equally and unconditionally. May all of them be happy. May all of them be free from sadness. May all of them feel the inner peace you are sharing. Continue to spread the peace energy on your own for a moment. And now, our meditation is coming to an end. You may take a deep breath in and out a few times. Breathe in, breathe out, long, softly, slowly. Feel the environment, everyone and everything around you. And once you feel you are ready, you may softly and slowly open your eyes while listening to my blessing. Sappe Buddha Palappata Pajjekanan Chayang Palang Arahantanan Jate Shirakhang Pandhami Sappaso Tetalata Sukita Verunha Buddha Sasane Aroka Sukita Hota Sahasape Yadipi Sappaputta Nupavena Sappathamma Nupavena Sappasangha Nupavena Sattha Soti Bhavantu Te. May all your wishes be fulfilled. Spepuranta Sankappa. All of your dreams become true. Chantopanaraso Yatha. Like the full moon in the night sky. Mani Shoti Raso Yatha. Or similar to a flawless crystal sphere. Okay, now you may open your eyes and open your webcam. Maybe we can say hello to New Year, to New Year, 2nd of January already. And this is just going to be like a small reminder that this year we have 365 days and already one day has passed, which means we only have 364 days remaining, including today. But if you finish today, then you're going to have only 363 days remaining, right? If that will be a reminder not to make people careless, that would be awesome. Okay, so anyway, let's smile for now and we see. Smile so that we can take the first group image of 2025. And again, if you have not made a New Year resolution, maybe you can think about 3 and maybe you can try and something more difficult, but not too difficult. Let me explain, okay? I explain. Oh, so we have Vanessa, for example, she said she's going to be vegetarian and wealth management surplus and remove laziness. That's pretty broad. Laziness. Yeah, like not to slack off perhaps. And Monideva, exercise thrice a week, not to speak in argument and stay in peace. Okay, good. Hyunai Zen, last year I didn't break resolution. Wow, that's great. That's great. If you didn't break, but somehow like the external factors really affected you so much, maybe that's gonna be an exception. But there are like several levels of the exception though. The best is not to miss anything, but if somehow you manage to hold your promise, but the environment made you miss it, that's fine. Okay. Bibo talk, I lost a lot of my flexibility. Try to get it back. Is that a resolution? Probably not. Okay. All right. And Iman say thanks. So peaceful meditation and comforting. Okay. Ugu Shukwu say, although I have pretty bumpy meditation because I had sleepy mind after resting before my stories. Okay. Is it safe to reset multiple times? Yes, you can reset multiple times. And it means that you probably need to not to give up. Okay. If not this session, maybe the next one. Sometimes it works like this. And these sessions, if you consider like a whole journey, so this is going to be a part of the whole journey, a big journey, which some sessions would be like this, a little bumpy, not too, not pleasant, but a little bit bumpy. Ayomide, it was amazing meditation, okay, and managed refreshing and delightful. And Oyen Wumi, thanks for amazing combo meditation session. I feel refreshed and calm. Iramide, it was refreshing moment despite very sunny here. Oh, okay. And Elsa Marine, thanks, and very good relaxation. Okay. Kola Volley, I felt calm and relaxed. And all Yumo Yiva, I felt so much like a minute has passed. I enjoy meditation so much. Almost fell asleep, okay, and caught yourself in the act. But that's great, right? If sometimes these days people find it hard to sleep, if you can sleep, you feel refreshed after meditation, that's great. For Yemi, my session, my highlight was the mantra, especially when I keep saying Samarahang, my mind was at peace. Why not, right? You can also say this the whole day, but internally, you don't have to say it externally, but you can say Samarahang, Samarahang, Samarahang the whole day, all day long. And probably that's going to help you to stay more at peace wherever you go, wherever you go. We will talk. I was a bit exhausted, so I wasn't fully with myself, but I was able to pick up myself towards the end. Okay, that's great. And so Dig, it was another relaxing moment, and Yo, very relaxing, peaceful sessions. And String Energy tonight, meditate together. Okay. And Hassan, it was a good one for us, although our internet was bad. Okay. And Maggie Mark, thanks for the guidance today on first meditation of the year. I had a wandering mind at the beginning, but managed to settle in place of the calmness. Okay, if you keep coming, for sure, the amount of wandering thoughts is not going to be much of a big deal. But we can have wandering thoughts. And again, if you have today wandering thoughts, it doesn't mean that it's necessarily bad. Okay, so just think of it as a whole journey, and maybe we should take a look at our meditation, maybe 1 week at a time, or maybe twice a month, and see how we develop from there. Okay. All right. So today I like to talk a little bit about this concept. And I need to use a technical term here because it could mean several things. So let's say I call it atitana, but not me, okay? This is the word that represents not only making resolutions. So let me explain. So I think we talk about how we make New Year resolutions, and researchers say that people are not able to keep them after 5 days. So today is the second day. Maybe if you made 3 resolutions for 2025, you still manage to keep them. But why can't people keep their resolutions? And can there be any cases that we can continue and maintain our resolutions? If not only New Year resolutions, that could be about different things in life. So when we talk about this concept, it means 2 things. First, it's about you put determination or designs up on something. Okay, you intend it and say that I'm not going to go on the left side. I'm going to go to the right. I'm not going to go to this country. I'm going to go to this country. I'm not going to learn to speak these languages, but I'm going to learn to speak that languages. That kind of decisions, and also you make up a goal. And another kind of atitana is like to make commitment, like making a vow, to kind of attach yourself to something. So there are several synonyms for this concept. It could mean to make a decisions, to set up a goal, to make a promise, to make a vow, and to maintain commitment and your goal, and also to make a wish. They all look different and could mean slightly different, but they follow the same principle and concept. You look at a goal, you try to reach there and maintain yourself on the course of reaching that destination. They actually follow that pattern, right? although they can have slightly applications or scenarios that they don't work the same way, but in fact, they are pretty much the same. For example, when we talk about this, it's about making decisions. Making decisions. You make several decisions in life, but sometimes that is life-changing decisions or decisions that will affect you not only one day, not only one meal. It's like we make like I heard several hundred decisions a day, and whether you're gonna eat something for dinner, that's already a decision to make. What are you gonna wear for tomorrow? That's another decision to make. But this is gonna be bigger. Like you make decisions what you're gonna study. Because you cannot change that every now and then, right? Especially if you want to enroll in a university and you're good at different things, maybe you're gonna enroll in music school, or maybe you're gonna start your art career, and maybe you're gonna be an engineer, you're gonna be a programmer, computer software developer. That's decision to make. You're gonna look at one image. Sometimes there is one word that I forget to put in the list: visualization. You visualize how and who you're gonna become, your future, and you're gonna work your way towards the image, your future self. Okay, so that's one of the things. Which means that once you know where you're gonna head, you're gonna try to reach the goal. Reaching the goal is another meaning and application of this aditana. Okay, if you made 3 resolutions on your New Year day, like yesterday, and maybe you're gonna make, for example, I remember Vivo Talks, he talks about not eating sugar. Then you're gonna need to reach that. Maybe you're gonna need to look at the food that you consume, whether it contains sugar or not, or the amount of sugar in the food is too much or not too much. You're gonna look into your fridge and see how many sweets or boxes of chocolate are remaining in the fridge. Because if they are in the fridge, chances that you might not be mindful enough to grab some pieces of chocolate and put into your mouth in the middle of the night, we're realizing that, oh, I make a vow not to eat sweet. That can happen, right? So if you are on the course of reaching the goal, you need to find a way to do it. And this aditana also applies to making a vow. For example, wedding vow. I think in the very, very typical culture, a man and a woman will have to make a vow in a wedding, right? I've seen that in movies. Like, are you going to take this woman as your wife, and you're going to take this man as your husband for the rest of your life, being faithful to each other, and so on. So that's like to connect two people together. That vow is something you're not going to break them too easy, right? Of course, sometimes people can break their vow, but usually this is meant to be a lifetime vow, like the vow that you don't want to change. Because if you're going to make a vow, a wedding vow, and you stand in front of many guests in your wedding and you say, yeah, but maybe let's try to have a wedding for 5 years. What happens? I don't know. I never seen that happen before, because usually a couple that they're preparing to make a vow, they intend not to change the vow. Okay, right? So that's another kind of aditana, or making resolutions. Sometimes resolutions come by default, or not. You don't even need to make a vow or to promise to yourself. For example, parenthood. When the father and the mother have a child, that vow immediately is created in their minds. They're gonna take and accept this child to be their son, to be their daughter, no matter what happens. This child will always remain daughter for the rest of everyone's life, right? So this is another hidden vow that can happen, and uh, also another kind of resolution as well. Another one that is, in my case, is the monkhood. Monkhood is also one that we need to make resolution. Like we need to promise to the preceptor that now we are not a lay person. We are not an ordinary person anymore, which means that this is the only dress that we can wear, and I cannot wear a fancy t-shirt anymore. I cannot dye my hair in blue color. I never did that anyway. Or I could not do some weird things that monks supposed not to do, because now I am a monk. That is a kind of a vow to make, which means that being a monk is like full-time job. I cannot be a monk in the day and a layperson in the night, because that is not what we do. So we like 24 hours as a monk until, of course, in case of the monk, then you can also withdraw, and that can be possible unless you're going to make a vow of being a lifetime monk, which in my temple we don't encourage anyone to do that until if they're ready. There's just specialized group where very few people who ready, they make a vow for being a lifetime monk, and they will never, and they try not to quit them, okay, because we kind of take that seriously. So this vow will actually bring about your future self, whatever that you wish for, whatever you resolute for. If you work your way and you know how to do it, then you're likely to get whatever you wish for to become true on your own hands by yourself. And it's like the destiny is in your hand, and whether or not you reach there depends on how committed to you to follow the vow that you made, to follow the resolutions that you make. Okay, if you very committed to reaching that point and you work very hard for them, then well, you will likely to have your dream come true, right? We talked about another concept the other day. It's called satya, which means commitment and truthfulness. These two are identical in some extent, but not totally the same. So satya means commitment and truthfulness. And you need to be committed in doing something. But sometimes you don't necessarily have to make a vow. Or it's like a very deep, like hidden vow that you make to yourself when you're doing something that you're gonna try to finish them. But in case these two will be compared, they're gonna be compared like short-term vow and long-term vow. For example, I'm gonna finish this meditation. I'm gonna finish this meditation no matter what until Monk John says that it's time to finish. That's commitment. That's like you're committed into your meditation today. But I'm going to meditate every single day for a whole year of 2025. That's long-term vow. That requires much more than that, right? So without short-term commitment, long-term commitment will never happen. A person without commitment and truthfulness cannot make a vow. And if you receive a promise from someone, but that person never really committed in anything, you know that the person will not be able to follow and keep the vow for sure, right? Because they do not have commitment and truthfulness as the foundation of making a vow in their life. So what kind of commitment and truthfulness that we shall make and try to practice? Well, something so simple like the 5 habits here. You're committed to make everything in your life clean and tidy, like your room. You're committed to um, organize everything that you do. If you're committed to these 5 good behaviors and you manage to stick to this principle, you do not actually make a vow here. You do not promise anyone, but you kind of try to comply so much. Maybe one days you make a mess, but you try to make them better one day at a time. And you can do that if you're very committed and you have strong determination on uh, organizing your life. You have satya, which means truthfulness and commitment. And this truthfulness and commitment will eventually lead to a stronger mind. The mind that is ready to follow the path no matter what vow you make. Okay, it's gonna be like reaching a goal. Like I'm gonna maybe double my productivity this year. I'm gonna um, try to work in different area. I try to learn to play some music. I try to visit more countries. So those kind of promises that you make to yourself at the beginning of the year, if you're a person who are already committed to everything in your life, you're likely to be able not to break them. Okay, even for something that related to like getting married or spending lifetime commitment with someone, not going to be broken too easily, right? So these requires different principle and practices anyway, because short-term vow is more like sprint, but long-term vow is like marathon, right? Because if you make a resolution for 325 days, it means you're going to run this race for 365 days, which means you cannot miss any of them. I'm not totally 100% sure about running marathon, like how many kinds of marathons do, but I heard that it's not going to be less than 2 hours. It's going to be like, maybe there's some kind of mini marathon, right? Or even longer marathons. But that actually comes to one lesson here, that when you make a vow, you have to understand your capacity and not make to the vow that is too big, the resolution that you cannot do them. Otherwise, it's going to be just words that will not represent you, because the truthfulness is like you do what you say and you say what you do, right? So um, it should be realistic. If you never meditated before, or maybe you have not done it regularly, if you make a vow, you're going to do it every single day for 1 hour, chances are that you're not gonna make it. You're not gonna keep it, and you probably will likely to break it. Okay, and that comes with side effect. Every time you make a vow and you break it, it goes back to break satya or truthfulness. If you make a vow and you break it, satya and truthfulness is broken. And what happens if satya is broken? Well, not very good for the mind, because whatever you do, you need to have that capacity or truthfulness and commitment, right? And meditation, wisdoms, we talk about the nature of the mind. And another name for satya means the truth of the nature. If you break the truth, you don't learn the truth. That actually closes the door of attaining the truth within. It's going to make meditation more difficult. So don't break satya. If you're not ready to make a vow, don't make a vow. Or if you want to make a realistic vow, it should not be too difficult to achieve. Okay, so this will require us to continue to work on the path until you reach the goal that you set. course, you can see from this image, there's so many roads. So this guy, maybe he can go to another road. But since he already make a commitment of going to that brightest spot over there, that brightest spot is where he's gonna walk to. He's not gonna walk to another road that will not lead to the brightest spot, although it might be tempting because sometimes it's boring. You know, a long-term vow could make a person feel bored, and maybe they're likely to give up. But if they don't and they continue working on a proper path, they reach their goal for sure. And that's when the mind becomes much stronger. If you want the mental muscles to fight with somehow the inner impurities, the mental impurities, this is a very, very effective way to do it. We will talk more about how we can make this work, especially in our life and in our application on Monday, okay? Because we already finished too much time. So let's see. Falana say it was a great time. I felt relaxed and refreshed. Great. And Madel, a blessed and prosperous New Year to all. Okay, thank you very much. And Adek Benga, it was really refreshing. I feel at peace. And Jason, okay. Hello, friends. And Jason also sent message to Vanessa. Not sure if she can read it for sure. Happy New Year, friends. Hopefully see you in 10 months, okay? Hopefully. And we will talk having more active members as we expand to every region. That's great. And Tian I Sen, I have control of sugar. And she, okay. And blessed New Year to everyone. Okay. And as a whole, the meditation was refreshing, been a bit tired today. And guess so, resolution may not also come from default. Okay, I have decided to take tea or coffee with no sugar. That's good for your health. Guess so. And right. Okay, so I think we reached already the end of the sessions. Great. So thank you very much for your attention and be here together on the 2nd of January. Hope to see you again next week as well. And I will continue the topic today because today we talk about the concept of adhitthana or making resolution. But we haven't really talked how to make a resolution effective and maybe to keep working on it until we reach the goal. Because I don't have time, maybe we talk about it next week on Monday. Not maybe, we will talk about it on Monday.
Thank you so much, Mong John, for your valuable advice and the beautiful slides that you have prepared for us. There's so much of knowledge that we have to really follow, and I hope everyone don't forget to set your 3 resolutions. A happy 2025. May all of us be able to achieve our resolutions and goals. And if you have friends, don't forget to bring them to join us next Monday. The more the merrier. And that could be also one resolution. Try to get more people to join us and meditate together. So before we end the session, let's pay our respect to Mong John by bowing 3 times. First bow, second bow, third bow.
Thank you, Yo. And may all of you be happy, healthy, and wise. May all of you have all the wisdoms to overcome obstacles in your life. All your wishes be fulfilled. All your dreams become true. May you never be separated from the inner peace within and be protected from all kinds of dangers. And every time you meditate, may you attain the inner peace that we call the Dhammakaya within easily and effortlessly without delay.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you so much, Mong John.
Okay, thank you, Yo, and bye everyone. Bye, Yo and DJ Botox and Elsa Marine and Phoebe, Kasim and Marky Mark and Jason from Tanzania and Vanessa and okay, Diana Iluma, Ugo Shuku, Manish and Cassandra and Daniel and Itara Mirwa, Tian Aisen and Bo Kim and Haseho, Fi for Luvar and Kolabole, and we will talk, Yomide, and Iman, Gosuntan, and Duke, and Frankie Liu, and Uche, and Madel, and Emmanuel, Oje Kule, and Fanalar, and Fayemi, and Sam Fang, and Hassan Rice, Malo Khan, and Ajax, and Sodiq, Iremide, Ayomitan, and Akinyemi, and Ernest, and Bright, and Isaac, and Adebenga, and Dumbi, and Gael, and Asal, and Abati, and Claude, and Amel, and Koku. So bye everyone for now, and see you next week. Bye.
Thank you. Bye, everyone. Have a good year. Have a good day. See you.